The following episode may contain sensitive content. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hi, wepa, wepa.
How we feeling?
Hello.
Giovanni always has a new way of introducing himself, and I kind of like it. Like every episode, I'm like, what Giovanni are we getting this week?
Trying to keep it fresh.
I love it. I
Fresh
love
to
it.
death. Fresh.
I don't like surprises. How dare you?
Suck it up.
No.
Well, before we forget, welcome to the show must go on.
Welcome.
We always forget.
Yes, I'm Giovanni.
I'm Tracey.
And I'm Nikki, and we're here to judge our latest obsessions, you know.
Thank you for that fabulous introduction, Nikki, because we always forget. Sorry, go ahead.
Always forget. So we're here to judge everyone and everything. First performances and then performers. We love it, and that's what we're here for.
We judge everything but ourselves.
Exactly, because we're perfect.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, duh. That should go without explanation.
Exactly.
You do no wrong.
Have you guys watched anything that's not what we're watching today that you would like to talk about?
Well, I finally saw Inside Out, so I can sit with you guys. Inside Out 2, the sequel. Yeah. I loved it. That movie made such an impact on me, like, and I hate to sound too cliche and cheesy, but the next day I could not stop thinking about it, you know. And the cliche is that, you know, we all experience anxiety and blah, 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 blah. And you guys know about you too, Tracey, you know, you can relate with our mental health journey and anxiety and medication and therapy and all that stuff. And it's just like, I felt so like seen. Like I was like, that is I don't know about you, Tracey, but I was like, that is exactly what goes on in my fucking head. You know,
just and it was like at the end.
You know, like, it's just like everything that characters said was just like so good. And then I thought about you in one point, Nikki, because one day you reminded me that Georgia and Karen, Georgia Hartsock and Karen, if you're listening, we're talking about you. Murder. They also, you know, suffer from like mental health issues and anxiety and depression, blah, blah, blah. But you quoted them one day that they said that anxiety is a liar. Mm-hmm. And there's a line in there where Joy says to anxiety toward the end when she has that whirlwind episode, and she says, you do not get to choose who she is, something like that. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, it struck a chord in me, that one line. And I thought about Nikki and I thought about that quote. And I was like, that's right. Because I remember, you know, there are times where I don't want to leave my house because I'm so anxious, but I leave anyway. And people were like, well, why do you leave? Why don't you just stay home? And I think to myself, because I'm not going to let anxiety win. I don't want to. Like, that's not who Giovanni is. That's not who I used to be. And I don't want to continue letting it take over me. So it was like, again, it's very cliche and cheesy, but it's also the reality of my life. You know, and I was just like,
I think of a lot of people too, though.
Just
you know, like there's so many of us who deal with that. So
the way that they kind of like made it into a family film and simplified it, you know, it was just like, I could not stop thinking about it. I could not stop thinking about it. And I had a very busy week today, and I will always go back to that moment. I was like, do not let it, like, it does not choose. You cannot, I'm tongue-tying myself, like, but yeah.
You can't let anxiety define you.
Right. Thank you.
Very much. But yeah, it's really well done. Whoever wrote it, I really don't. I didn't look at. I mean, Pixar has a way of really hitting our hearts. But I think whoever wrote this movie in a way that you can understand how our brains work, how our emotions work, without making it overcomplicated, in a way that kids can understand, but also in a way that for us, like that episode of The Office where Michael Scott is like, can you explain this to me like I'm a 5-year-old? A lot of the time you just simplify it.
Yeah.
Help me understand it. And I think especially people that suffer from anxiety, that have experienced this and don't know that they have anxiety, I think it was a great way for them to be like, oh, I have this problem too, because there's that moment where anxiety is just going around and around and kind of gets stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And that broke my heart completely, because I don't get like that. My type of anxiety comes out in I get sick, and in a different way. But I've seen you, Giovanni, be in that state, almost at the borderline of a panic attack. Even my boyfriend, like he has to go to therapy because of that, because he almost gets panic attacks. So just to like see those things that it's explained in a way that everyone can understand, it's just really well done and beautiful. And Disney and Pixar will, I'm like, take my money, I'll pay so much for it.
I have to say one thing that they got the fucking, like, they were down to the fucking T, like it was so perfect, where how anxiety, the characters creating all the bad scenarios of what could happen. When I tell you that is me 24/7, I'm like,
hi, all the time.
like,
before anything happens, I'm creating.
it's like, and then when someone's trying to create, I think Joy was trying to create like a positive scenario and outcome. She's like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Literally my brain does that. And it's just like, why do we self-sabotage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it was so good. That movie was so
I'm
good.
There
already
were so
getting
many
defensive.
good lines too.
So many good
Like
lines.
I'm already getting defensive in my head before anything happens.
Yeah.
Like I'm just expecting the worst, and then like, what's my comeback gonna be?
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to prepare myself for every scenario, because I don't think I do well in a crisis. If anything happens to you guys, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be useless.
Yeah.
Like game over. I'm gonna be like,
we're like, don't call Tracey.
I don't know what to do. So that's why I feel like I have to prepare for everything, because then I'll know how to act in that situation.
It's exhausting though.
It's so exhausting.
It's exhausting.
None of that shit ever happens.
None of it. None of it ever happens. And you know that one scene where Riley starts to finally fall asleep because she stopped thinking of other scenarios? Owen looked at me, my boyfriend, because he knows. He looked at me and he was like, that happens to you, because I tell him all the time. The next morning I only slept 2 hours. He's like, why? Because I was just anxious all night. And I finally fall asleep at 4 a.m. because I've thought of, okay, I'm done. I've thought of every single scenario. We can go to sleep now. It's bad.
As a person that doesn't have to deal with stuff like that, my heart breaks for you guys.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. What else?
Anyway, everyone, you should go watch. Yeah, it's a really good movie. It's not as bad as we just explained it. It's really happy.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about I saw it last week when I went to see Inside Out 2, in the trailers that they talked about Mufasa, the Lion King. I was obsessed with the trailer right away, but I also really, really liked that at the end it said introducing Blue Ivy Carter and Beyonce. And I was like, Blue Ivy is making her debut as a voiceover for this movie. And I'm really excited because I think that girl is really fucking talented.
I'm excited.
I hope she's better than
Northwest.
Guys, we're gonna get canceled.
You know what? If that's what we get canceled about, I'm fine.
Me too, actually.
That's okay. I'm sorry, sweetie, but like, don't quit your day job. Just like
No,
go be
that was.
spoiled
I
at
don't
home.
think she's ever gonna
Go
have
to
a day job.
school.
Yeah. That was horrible and also insulting.
Insulting
Yes.
to the kids who actually like
Are
are
talented
talented
and are
and
trying to
and
make it because it's
studying,
their
you know,
passion and dream.
practicing their craft, and yeah, it's a slap in the face. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
But I'm
yeah.
excited to see what Blue Ivy's going to do. Let's see.
She's gonna rock it. That I saw her on stage. I know. I can tell you right now that
Okay.
she's gonna nail that.
Look who her mom is.
Hell yeah. But I love Beyonce, but she can act. Baby girl can act. She ain't there yet. But you know what? I don't care because she's so talented
Right.
in her career that I don't care if she can act. I'll go see it regardless.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other thing that I was gonna say is that I saw an interview of Ariana Grande talking about Wicked, and that before she started filming and during filming, she did months and months and months of coaching for acting and singing.
And singing. I saw that. I was very happy and pleased when I
I
saw that interview because I
Me
was like,
fucking too, because I was like, yo, she's the Nickelodeon actress, so they
right.
usually fall flat with these like big roles. And the fact that she not having to do it, took the time to, put hours into studying and getting better. Thank you. We really appreciate that. And we actually now respect you more in your career because you took the time to do that.
She did a month, I think she said in the interview, she did a month before the audition because she
Mm-hmm.
asked for the audition, which I love that they had them audition.
Mm-hmm.
I love that because they'd be handing off these fucking roles to big names and
Yeah.
whatever. So she asked to audition. She'd had a month to audition to train. She did the training, and then I saw that interview too, where she also included that months of the training of like, she's like, yeah, I sing soprano and everything, but it's different from pop.
It's a different placement.
It's
Yeah.
a different placement. She said that, so she was doing all of that. And I was like, thank you. I respect that. And I appreciate that because when she got cast, I'll be the first one to admit it. I was so disappointed. I was like, oh no. I love Ariana as a pop star, but I was like, she's not Glenda. But now that I'm seeing the trailer and I'm like, okay, I have hope. I
Yeah.
have hope. It's not the Glinda that I usually see on stage because I'm always thinking of like the Kristen Chenoweth or the theatrical one, which is same thing for Cynthia Erivo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a different take on it, and I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm just gonna say that I do like what I see, and I'm really looking forward to the film.
Awesome. Do we have anything else?
Stamp of approval.
Yep, you get my thumbs up already.
Already,
yeah,
wow.
before watching.
We will check back in on this conversation a few months from now. After Thanksgiving.
November,
yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
What about you, Tracey? You watch anything exciting? Anything on the radar?
Well, I did watch that Love Has Won documentary that we were talking about last week.
Oh my God,
Finally
spill.
watched it.
What do you think?
Are you okay?
Well, okay, listen, I'm sorry, but like all that hippy dippy shit is just insane to me. Like these people were crazy.
Crazy. They are crazy.
So when they were like recording like outside and it's like this gorgeous sunset and they're like, we're waiting for her to go to the starships. And I'm like, clouds? They're clouds.
Didn't you feel like they were stinky too?
Ew, they were so dirty.
I mean, they smell like weed.
And like BO.
Probably BO. Alcohol just coming out of their pores.
I mean, that dead body too, just sitting there.
That was disgusting.
Well, for
at the very beginning, just like they pull back the blanket. And I was like,
fuck. Right. That was like right in the beginning. I was like,
I know. And I love that they're like, we thought that she was going to go up bodily. I'm like, When has that ever fucking happened?
It was so stupid. And you know what's crazy? That those people seemed like normal people before they joined the cult. This is why I get nervous that like any of my friends, any of you guys or my siblings are gonna join a cult, because you never know. It's like,
no, I wouldn't last in a cult. I wouldn't. I'd be like, are you fucking controlling me right now? I'll lose my shit. I'll be like, you can't tell me what to eat. Like, no. The whole
You
thing
believe in crystals? I'm out.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, the lighter you are, the easier you'll get there. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm sinking into the ground then.
Exactly.
Dude,
the whole thing, I was like, I would never last. And I would be telling people, you need to go fucking shower because you smell really fucking bad. Like, no.
And I need to eat. Bitch need to eat.
Yeah.
All the
Fat
talk
ass.
too about celestial planes and the galactics and
Yeah,
like
what was that about?
with Robin
And they-
Williams and stuff. I was like, I'm
They
out.
still believe it. I think these people are still in that.
Yeah,
cult.
they're still in it.
Ew.
Yeah. It's a fucked up documentary, and I can't believe it's like nowadays. So,
Yes, this is recent.
mhm.
Ooh,
Well,
People are
before we
bad
move
shit.
on, I have a recommendation. If you guys haven't watched it, there's a movie called Crawl. Came out in 2019. It's an alligator movie, thriller horror film-ish. I know it sounds cheesy. I know it does, and I thought it was. Did you guys watch it?
no.
It does. It does.
Alligator?
Wait.
I can look out my front window and see one.
Wait. I know, guys.
Same here.
I swear to God, I was really bored. Let me just say this.
You're selling it.
I was, oh, shut up. I was actually entertained.
I was really bored.
Yeah.
And I just went for it.
Meaning, I put it on one night. I had nothing to do. And it was so good that I paused and I was like, wait, I want to watch this with my boyfriend. And I waited for him to come. We rewinded it and watched it from the beginning. And at the end, we both were like, wow, that was actually good. It's a really fun movie called Crawl. It's just a fun fucking film. Watch it and whatever. That's it. That's all I had to say. We can move on.
Okay.
It's on
Anything
Prime
else,
Video.
Tubo? Tracey, nothing else?
Did we
No, you
introduce
know
ourselves?
me.
Okay.
Have another glass of wine, Joe.
Well, I should.
Okay, so I'm so jealous. Okay, so we do have a guest today. Woo-woo. And I kind of like love that it just came out of like, I was like, wait, because I saw her this past weekend and I was like, wait, you have a lot of insights about Bridgerton that I didn't know. By the way, we are discussing part 2 of Bridgerton today. Oh. So yeah, I forgot to say that. But she had a lot of insights. And then like yesterday, I was like, wait, why don't we have her in the show? So today we have Monica as the guest. So I just want to like read something a little bit. It's short that I wrote about Mon. So Monica is an amazing individual. Don't start crying, please. She was born in Miami, Florida, so she's from here. Hey, represent 305. And she has heritage from Cuban and Colombian descent, so best combination, you know what I mean? Now, Tracey and I first met Monica in 2018. Through a job that I had back then at a cycling studio. Monica already worked there and we've been close since then. Monica is a proud graduate from Florida International University, where she earned her bachelor's degree in criminal justice. However, there's so much more to Monica than her academic achievements. She's an incredible friend with a vibrant personality and a passion for movies, shows, and books, just like us. We are thrilled to have her on the show today to share her insights and experiences. So welcome, Monica.
Welcome.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Hey, there she is.
What are you feeling? How you doing today, Mon?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's been a Wednesday. It's been a week.
Okay.
I'm ready for this week to end, but it's been good. Just really busy working at go Canes. But damn, let me fucking tell you, y'all. I'm counting down.
The hours
These
go
girl needs a
by.
break. 48 hours. Let's go.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel
We
that.
get it. We
Yeah,
get it.
it's like that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you're a big
so
fan of Bridgerton?
Jess, are you crazy? Oh, that first season got me hooked. When I saw my papi chulo, I was like, "You're my husband, but you don't know it." When I saw Simon, I said, "Yes, you are my husband.
yeah.
Wait until
Do
we
you
meet."
guys remember that guy from first season? Hottie Patati.
Reggae
Yes, I was
John.
hooked immediately. Yes,
I didn't
from
think
day
he
one,
was
I said,
that
"Oh,
hot.
Hey, Giovanni.
Cutie
Giovanni and his
patootie.
face.
Sorry,
no."
my men are Anthony and
The
um
gays.
Bennett. No, hold on. Yes, Anthony's gay, but what's his name? Benedict? He's not gay.
In real life, no.
No, he's not. And also, like in the character, I mean, in the show, he's we'll talk about
To be
that.
We'll get into
continued.
this.
Right.
Yes,
But
but mm,
he's not gay in real life, and I love him. So okay.
Okay,
yeah.
whatever. Moving on. Tracy, do you want to read the little synopsis we have for this part of season 3?
Sure. All right. So this is Bridgerton, season 3, part 2. Penelope's secret identity as Lady Whistledown is at risk as Queen Charlotte offers a reward for her unmasking. Colin discovers Penelope's secret, creating tension, but they proceed with their wedding. Penelope's commitment to continue writing causes further strain. Meanwhile, Kate and Anthony plan a trip to India for their baby's birth. Francesca accepts John Sterling's proposal, needing royal approval, and Violet finds love with Marcus Anderson. Benedict explores his sexuality with Lady Tilly Arnold and her friend, while Will Mondrick secures his family's future by selling his club and hosting a grand ball, marking his acceptance into high society.
Wepa.
Ya tú sabes.
Okay,
What a
so
season.
let's start from the beginning of part 2. So
Let's
part 2 left us I mean, part 1 left us hanging when Colin finds out, and they just like leave us there like, what's gonna happen now? Now, I gotta say something. I'm really proud of our review last time because we did call out many things that were probably gonna happen. And but I really didn't expect the ending to be the way that it was. But let's just talk about that first episode when Colin finds out, and you know then he kind of like fingers her again in the alley.
Which that's what everybody is here for. Like I wanted a little bit more of that like steamy romance, the sexual tension, that build up. I mean, that's like what I think made the first season so good. I would burn for you. Oh,
we all love a good
I mean,
fingering.
the mirror. Oh, the mirror scene, guys.
That's true. That's true, Monica.
Like, let's get intimate.
Yeah.
Let's,
The
you know,
mirror
the
scene?
touch. Yes, in front of the mirror when he
Season
places
1?
her.
No.
Oh, not season 1.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
3.
season 3. Yes, but I don't remember. I thought you were talking about season 1. Yes,
No.
that mirror scene. I remember. I watched it twice. And then I texted my boyfriend afterwards. I was like, I'm not gonna
get a mirror.
I'm not gonna text you what I said
We
to
need to
him, but
stand in front of the mirror.
like I felt like
Reenact.
I felt like a boring housewife whose husband never comes home to fuck her. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm in heat.
Yeah.
Oh, you dirty, dirty slut.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That
that's
scene,
spicy.
that scene was like sriracha. It was so
Yeah.
I
good.
mean,
I say.
Oh my God.
yes, I'm taking
Joe's
her
having a
to
moment.
the couch.
Yeah.
What? Like, oh, let me bring you over here. And you may not know, so let me show you. Yes,
Oh,
take
wait.
the wheel, Colin.
When she asks him, can I touch, when he went to go touch her, he's like, no, don't touch it yet. Oh
Colin.
my God. I was like, damn,
Okay,
we love a
Colin.
bossy man.
Yeah.
But
Whew.
That was
I was hot.
Well,
yes.
so as I love that we like jumped all the way there. I kind of love it because it is what Tracy said. It's what makes the show Bridgerton,
It's
you know?
porno. It's
Yeah.
porn.
Yeah, it's soft porn, you know? And
porn.
I was just thinking, I don't know if for you guys you felt like that. At one point I was like, Colin, you're so fucking dramatic.
I see. He's a big baby.
It was a
Like, let
little
it
much.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
happened. Yeah. You still love
Yeah.
her, deal with it. Period.
Like,
I
I
think
get it. Oh, go ahead, Trey.
no,
Oh,
go ahead.
so I was thinking, like, when you think about going back to season 1, season 2, like season 1 was like, okay, all this desire. Season 2 was more of like push pull, like enemies to lovers. This season for me was more of like, you gotta accept who the fuck I am. Like, cards are laid on the table. You know who I am. I'm not gonna change for you. Like, he's like, oh, well, don't be, Miss Feathering, whistle down. And she's like, but that's who I am. So this episode, like this season, was more like acceptance. So I think he had this point of view of like, you've been my best friend, like I'm finally falling in love with you. And now like he hated Whistledown for everything she wrote. And it's more of like, oh shit, I'm in love with the one person that I was despised at one point. And you hear things that he would say to Eloise, like, oh, I would never forgive her. And this is obviously before he finds out that's Penelope, but
Yeah.
it's just like
A lot of
building up to like, okay,
foreshadowing.
where is this going? Yeah, like where is this going? Like when he finally finds out, oh shit, that's who you like, the person I love. So like I get where he's coming from, but yes, the dramatics for sure was like he was just trying to figure his shit out, like just trying to figure himself out and trying to cope with her being who she is. Like this is a time where women did not have a voice, so like she found her voice through writing. So she became a motherfucking badass, and she was like, "I'm not gonna back down."
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I agree with you on that. That it was more like acceptance through this.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when for more than she loved him, she knew that being Lady Whistledown was just part of her, and it was something that she couldn't let go. I do think he was a little bit dramatic because it's also like, you're not gonna die if you just keep this little secret, like just fucking let it go. Like it's fine, But I did like that he actually stepped in when this girl blackmailed her. What was her name?
Cressida or Cressida, whatever. That bitch.
When she yes. And I was like, oh, he's actually stepping up, because I wasn't expecting that from him, because I was like, he's being so dramatic. He'll be like, this is your fault, bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said
Failed miserably, but he tried.
No one's gonna threaten my wife.
Okay.
He just represented small dick energy, insecurity, and I mean He confessed it at the end when he was like, I was just like, I envied you and I was jealous of like how successful you were. You know, the season starts with him being this hot shot. All the ladies love him. You know, he traveled all of Europe and now he's gonna write a book, you know, and he's aspiring to, he loves it. He loves the fucking attention, you know, and now he's seeing that a woman, you know, is stealing the attention from him, but also bad mouthing him, you know, to everyone. And then it turned out to be like the woman that he's in love with, who he didn't realize he loved her at, you know, at first. It took him a while to get there, which I still will hold against him a little bit because I like to hold a grudge. But you know, so there's that side, and then there's what Monica said. I think she has two internal struggles going on. One, she's a woman, you know, who doesn't. Women don't have a voice and power and blah blah blah, unless you're the queen, of course. And then the other thing was that she's also had a lot of insecurity. She said it that she started the Lady Whistledown writing because she admired and envied other people, you know, like their status, their voice, their clothing, the way that they carried themselves. She never had the confidence to do that. So it was her
She
thing.
was
And I
a
love
wallflower. She was
it
always
was
standing
right.
back at all these balls, and everyone
Even
else is out there
even in her
socializing and
own
dancing.
family. Yeah. I think one of
Right.
us said it in the part one recording we did that maybe it was you, Tracey, that she resembles like Cinderella, you know?
Yeah, with her sisters.
Her sisters are like this evil stepsisters, and then her mom's like the evil stepmom, you know. It's that, you know. So this was her
Also,
thing.
I gotta say that I really love the journey of Penelope and her mom.
Oh
Yes,
yes.
I
Oh
love
It
that.
made
yes.
me so happy to see that, kind of like, you know, because at the end, you know, the ball for the sisters, blah blah blah, you know, that Penelope ends up paying. It's like a full circle moment that, you know, I don't think she ever thought that one of her daughters, because at the end of the day, this lady did what she could do to fucking survive in society, because they can't fucking work. I can't get over the fact that they can't work to get any money. So it's like the money has to come to your doorstep
That's
and you
insane.
just receive it.
Literally.
So just like her being like, you know, I'm gonna do this for my sisters who are jealous of me, you know, but I'm also mostly doing it for my mom, because I see her now for who she actually is and not the person that she's been pretending to be for the last 3 seasons, you know. And just to see that moment of like them looking at each other and understanding and seeing each other's truth was so beautiful, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Again,
I loved
acceptance.
how they
Team
yeah,
acceptance.
yeah, I
I
love
accept
how
you for
they
who you
portrayed
are.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
100%.
was it was really
Well,
nice. And I also feel like the mom, because I always feel, I said this in like in the part one, I was thinking this actress is so beautiful in person, and
It
then in
is.
the show they make her look awful with like the hair, the
yeah.
makeup, dress, like the combination of the colors, you know. But then like it felt like her look was getting like softer too,
I
which
thought that too.
I give that also to like the producers and, you know, everyone that works in like costumes and makeup and all this stuff. Like they understood the assignment. They were like, okay, like this is a journey
100%.
that we're gonna like work on her to physically, so she's even visually more pleasant,
Mhm.
which I really like. You were
Yeah.
gonna say something, Tracy.
Well, yeah, just going off of what you were saying, I think that there's this mutual respect that they now have for each other. And I love that she says to her mom, like, we need to do better. You know, like
Yes.
going forward, like we're on a clean slate. Like we see
Yeah.
eye to eye, we see each other for who we really are,
Mhm.
and we're gonna sort of start fresh and move forward. Because I think her mom didn't see Penelope's full potential either, you know,
Exactly.
like
Mhm.
her being Lady Whistledown was like, oh, such a shock, instead of realizing you have a very intelligent daughter on your hands. and you've never looked at her that way. Because also, like you said, with the whole thing with women, it's like they're just there to get married and reproduce.
They can't be intelligent either.
Keep
No.
the bloodline going, you
Mhm.
know? So it's like you actually, you know, have a very smart girl on your hands.
Yeah.
And you have to
And to
let her
add-
be, let her be that.
Mhm. You were gonna say something,
when she
Mon?
finds out, when she finds out, the mom, that she's married or going to marry a Bridgerton. Because remember, she read the Whistledowns and she's
First.
like, like, what? You got a Bridgerton? Like, obviously, Bridgertons in the whole series, they're the top families, you know, like want to get married to them, or like the top class, well-known family of where they're at, right? So the fact that she finds out and she's like, you didn't mean to tell me that you were gonna become a Bridgerton, and I had to read it. So it's like, obviously, there's no creation there. Like, that just also shows continuing that in that very beginning, because I believe that was in one of beginning episodes, starting with part 2, was the fact that she had to read it, and it's just showing continuing the relationship was just never closed. So again, going back off what Nikki said, beautifully built, showing the relationship towards the end of getting closer with each other. But hilarious that she became a Bridgerton. Queen suspects that it is a Bridgerton on the day of the wedding, and she runs.
Mhm.
And Colin goes, girl, where you going? You married me. You a Bridgerton now too. So you gotta stay in this room.
Yeah.
I
my
love
God.
that
was so
scene.
funny.
That
That
scene
was
was
so good.
good. And I love that,
killed me.
although I love how strong the Bridgertons are, like, with each other, their
No one's gonna
relationships. And
tattletale.
it's just like, well, yeah, not every Bridgerton at that time knew that it was Penelope, but they all like stood their ground and was like, you know, and Anthony spoke up and said, if we knew that, I would have known, like, but yeah, I think that even if they knew that it was Penelope, none of them would have spoken. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
they had that bond where they were like, no, we got each other's backs.
They protect each
They
other.
protect each other. And I love that relationship with them.
Also, Eloise trying, Penelope saying, you got until midnight to tell him.
That's my
What?
bitch. Let me tell you something. Eloise is my favorite
Love
character.
her.
She's always been my favorite character. There's something about her character since episode 1. I've loved Eloise.
Just Monica, just a little teaser of Giovanni's life. Giovanni has a major crush on her. Like, it's insane. I feel bad for Owen at this point.
Oh, shut up. I have a major crush on her and Benedict. Owen hasn't watched Bridgerton at all.
He needs to get on it.
Yeah, so he won't know what you're talking about.
I mean, Anthony and Kate, oh, my heart. I mean, Anthony's a puppy.
I don't like them at all.
They're fine. They had their story last season. They kept coming in, and I was like, move it along.
Oh, wait, Anthony?
Yeah. You got a million other kids' stories to focus on.
And I swear that Nicole ruined it. Nicole, you ruined it for me, because there was a scene where Anthony, I think he was getting kind of sexual with her, and it was like, stop. I feel uncomfortable.
Like, you had your season. Yeah, let's move. We get it. You guys like to have sex. Moving on.
Yeah, you're happy. You're still in the honeymoon phase.
Let me tell you something. During season
India.
2, to this day, season 2 is my favorite season, because that relationship, that was hot.
The push and
baby.
pull.
But
I really loved season 2.
But yeah, I moved on.
Wait, I have a question. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, so wait, when Penelope and Colin are getting married, and Kate says something to Anthony like, our wedding day was perfect. And I'm like, hold the phone. Wasn't your sister supposed to marry Anthony, and then he like dropped her ass so then he could marry you? So your sister's heart got broken. How is that a perfect wedding day? Am I right?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
We love it.
I thought that was kind of fucked
really
up.
sister's
Her
wedding.
and her sister were really close.
That's also really bad writing there. I was like,
I think
seriously?
Yeah, that's not a perfect wedding day. I'd be like, our wedding was kind of fucked up, but I'm happy everything worked out.
Yeah.
That should have been the line.
Right.
Yep.
Holy
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say something
sorry.
about them too. That again, it's not like season 2. I really enjoyed it until the last fucking episode after they got married. That they were so cheesy. I'm like, get the fuck out of here! Like, no, I'm sorry, people are not like that in real life, man. It is a show, it is a show. But they're like, oh my god, we got here late because we were having sex. I'm like, ugh.
And that honeymoon
dog.
phase is like on top of each other.
Yeah, like it's or also you don't need to tell anybody,
Yeah.
you got there, period. They're not gonna come for you. I don't know. I feel like they're too much for me. I'm like, it feels again like a 50 Shades of Grey situation.
It
Um,
was.
so what I do want to talk about is Francesca.
Wait.
Ooh.
Yes, I want to talk about Francesca, but I want us to I have a segue into that conversation.
Okay, so we'll get to
So,
the Francesca.
going back to part 1 of this recording, when we were talking about part 1 of this season, one of us had the theory that Eloise was a lesbian, and that's why she was then into men and didn't really want to focus on that. And I said, you go back, I said, I don't think it's that. I don't think that she's a lesbian. I just don't think that that's her thing. I just don't think she wants to focus her time on that. I think she wants to see the world and blah, 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 whatever. So now we can talk about Francesca
I
because...
said Eloise was asexual.
Oh, you said that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Asexual.
No, but I did say, you're right, Joe. I did say, like, if anybody was gonna be gay or lesbian,
it would be Eloise.
I would have thought that
Right.
it was gonna be Eloise. But
Right. Shocker. Nikki, you were right. You called it.
wait, but hold on, because I have something to say here, because I didn't know I had this conversation with Monica last weekend when I'm telling her, I was like, we're talking about Francesca's wedding, and when they kiss, she makes a face. Like there's the face that she's like,
realization.
Like, yeah, like this is not magical. It's like this is just blah. Like it's her face. She did such a beautiful journey with her face. Like I understood that she wasn't in it right away. I was like, oh shit. But and I speaking to Monica about this, and then Monica, you have to tell them what you told me.
So before the announcement and I was doing my little research there, and I've been meaning to read the books. Because I'm just so into Bridgerton that I'm like, let's do the journey with the books side. Now, Francesca's story, this might be spoilers, but hear it out, y'all.
Who cares?
Go ahead.
So, she marries, of course, John. John ends up dying, where she then marries a Michael, right? Cool. Series comes along with the actual TV show, and they want to do a little plot twist. And there's Michaela, John's cousin. And again, when they were at the ball, when they meet, she is in awe when she's like, oh my God. Like she can't even speak. Yeah. And it's like she's just like hypnotized by this girl. And that's when I feel like a bunch of us put that 2 and 2 together, because I noticed it and I'm like, oh,
for sure,
she's really caught in this woman's spell.
She acted the way John acted when he met her. Literally.
Michaela.
Well, and also the mom, when she's talking to Francesca, and she said, when I met your father, I couldn't speak. And it was like the same thing happened to her. So you're like, oh, so this is really going to be her little love story.
Also, it's time for a gay love Bridgerton story.
It's about time. I'm here for it. And
I'm sorry, we got some gay in this season.
Yes, and with Benedict
too. What?
We got some gay in this season. Don't dismiss the throuple. That
1000%
happened.
no.
Is that gay though? Well, the guy.
Is it not?
Two men together.
I
I think that's
mean,
usually the
I think that's
definition
how
of
it goes.
It's like
homosexual.
bisexual, I guess, you know.
I don't know, Giovanni. They were making out. I
They
mean,
were
what we
having
saw was like,
they were doing
Uh-huh.
this.
Did not placate
Mhm.
you? You
Oh,
weren't happy with it when they were making out, two guys?
What, Tracy?
I said it didn't placate you. It didn't make you happy to see two men kissing.
It kind of did, because it's Matt Benedict. I love my man, you know. I
Okay,
love
so
him.
there
nothing
you
makes
go.
Giovanni happy. All I was thinking was the whole time, I was like, oh, they're gonna kick her out of bed.
know. Oh
Well,
my
she was
God,
also like,
yes.
I'm here too.
Oh,
Hello.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh my God, she started like,
their chemistry, like his chemistry with the guy was just insane.
Oh,
I was like,
Even when they were
oh,
just talking.
it is hot.
I was like, I feel more of a connection here than with
This the
her, but
connection. This was the connection.
Boink, 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 boink.
Point, 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 point.
yeah, so I think we got a little gayness this season, and I really enjoyed it.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll
Yep.
see, because he said that he wasn't ready to settle down because what's her face was like, I realize I'm
Tilly,
jealous.
Maria.
I think
Mhm.
Tilly, she was like, I'm jealous. I want something more. I didn't think I did, but I saw you with my friend. Now I really have feelings for you. So you
And well,
want to
and now
like
he
get together.
knows.
And yeah, and it's Benedict is like, well,
Yeah.
now this world has sort of been opened up to me. I'm not ready to settle down.
Yeah, Benedict is like,
Oh.
I'm in my whole phase.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's not
Use that
ready.
dick, Benedict.
He's got men and women to go fuck now. I love
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Literally, what? More doors opened for him. Love that. Enjoyable.
So we do think John is gonna die. Like, you think that's actually gonna happen, or
So I feel like for them to be able to continue Francesca's story, because I feel like that's probably going to be within season 4
Mhm.
with Eloise, because in the books, Eloise is next. So they're gonna, I don't know how they're gonna kill him off, but somehow, some way, unless they do a plot twist. Again, who knows? But if they do, just know, Michaela and Francesca, there's gonna be a little something there.
I think
That
so.
could happen. I definitely did. Obviously, that's
no,
gonna
I
happen.
100%
Yes.
that's
And
gonna happen.
then-
But I was thinking, like, because I don't think they do divorce in like that time.
Yeah.
So
Nope.
I'm like, he would have to die or something. So that's why I'm like, do you think they're
Yeah.
gonna really kill him? You know?
I think
Yeah.
I agree with that, and I think they might probably introduce Eloise's love story if there is any.
Oh, there is a love story because Monica told me.
I don't want to know about it. Don't tell me.
When she's
No.
in Scotland.
Are you sure? That's right, because she leaves to Scotland. Do I
Well,
say
we'll
it? Do I
see.
say it?
But I was gonna say too that I think, well, because I mean, homosexuality, that's not going to be accepted for them. So even if Francesca and Michaela fall in love, they can't show that. Like they're not
so-
going to get married. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's not going to be
They don't-
accepted. So maybe they
Yeah.
won't kill John off, but they're
That's-
going to have like a secret love affair. Like it's going to
Yes,
start out
Tracy.
emotionally and
Mhm.
then maybe move into like a physical thing.
Which makes it
So I
even-
could
exactly
see,
what I
yeah, so I
thought.
could see it going there.
Yep.
makes it steamy.
The hush hush.
Right.
Yes.
Yes,
The steam.
Exactly, because they can't be open
Spicy.
about that.
Yeah.
I know.
Um,
I know.
That's true. That's true. That's
Although,
true.
you know, it's like fictional and it's like back then. It's a different back then, maybe. I don't know.
I want to change gears a bit and talk about something that I was not aware of. So, do you remember that scene where Lady Danbury, right? That's how you say her name. And
Danbury.
Danbury. I love her.
Mhm.
And Lady Bridgerton are having a moment that what was it the Lady Danbury said? She was like, by the way, you know, I'm sorry, you know.
Oh yeah, because she was screwing with her damn daddy.
I didn't know
And
that.
she's like, you can go screw my damn brother. It's
Did
okay.
they reveal that in the earlier seasons?
Yes, boy, time to rewatch season 2. Or
Yeah,
no,
I don't remember
Charlotte.
that.
Because if you watch Queen of Charlotte,
So I
y'all bitches go watch it.
I just started Charlotte. I'm on episode
Yes.
1. So maybe that's where it comes up.
Okay, so
That's
refresh
why.
that for us. Tell us, Monica. What
Well,
did she
So,
mean?
first of all, if you haven't seen Queen Charlotte, that to me was one of my favorites.
don't spoil anything
And
else. You could just talk about that because I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, perfect. So, there's a scene where obviously it takes them back when they were younger, and she sees her father, Violet's father, and they're starting to do little, flirts, and I made you a little hat or whatever, like a little crown, because Violet at the time was obviously much younger than Lady Danbury. She was into arts and crafts. So the father would always make the best little crowns according to what Violet said. Now, Lady Danbury's husband dies. Great. They are there
Great,
where
he's
she's
dead. Bye.
literally can't stand that asshole.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, he's a little shit. So he's there to comfort her in a way of like, oh, if you need anything, I'm here. And that's where it sparks, where it's like, oh, they're starting to have a little connection, but hush hush, because he's still married to Violet's mom. So he's basically having an affair, but obviously she's a widow, so she can do whatever the fuck she wants. And that's where they begin to fall in love. And I mean, I don't know if you want to go so deep into it, but Violet finds out by finding one of the crowns, because he made a crown for Lady Danbury. And Violet finds it and she notices it right off the bat. Like, hey, that looks like one that my father has made when I was a little girl. But she doesn't tell her anything. She just puts 2 and 2 together.
Fuck, I'm gonna have
So
to watch
that
it.
happens.
Yeah.
I started
That
watching
happens.
Queen Charlotte and I'm already hooked. Like I'm already in it. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorites.
I'm ready, like
Hands down.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta watch it. You guys gotta watch it.
Okay.
So good.
So we'll watch it. No more comment because I don't like spoilers.
But that's why you guys probably didn't know, because you probably were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and that's probably why they also
And
made
it
the
makes
reference
sense.
between Lady Danbury and her brother.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
whatever. Who that man?
He's
is.
so hot.
He's handsome.
Yeah.
Oh,
He is
I'm here for my
handsome.
black man.
Beautiful.
that
Beautiful.
I was
beautiful
rooting
dude.
for
Fine.
him and Violet the whole time. I'm like,
Oh my God.
let Lady Bridgerton
Eat
get
that
it on.
pussy. I want to see her sucking some dick. It's about
This is why it's so important for you guys to watch Queen of Charlotte.
it's like
That
go
is
ahead.
so fast.
Go suck some cack.
Oh
Yes.
God, poor Violet.
They just had their first
Poor
dance
Violet.
together.
I know back in those things move so fast, but also so slow.
Yeah,
Like
So
they
slow.
move like the gays. Like they love each other in week 2. Like
Yes, but they can only like write letters to each other.
I know. Oh, there's too much work. I can't text. No.
Okay.
Let
So
me get my
now
feather.
another journey that I really, really liked was Eloise and Penelope's friendship getting back to how it was, because I'm sorry, I love their friendships from the beginning. I'm like, this is a friendship of two smart girls that feel so misplaced in society. Like we don't fucking belong here, and it's because they don't see it like that, but I see it as they are beyond that. These girls are smarter, and they don't settle, and they want something that's bigger than fucking getting married and having kids. It was also really nice to see Penelope being able to get both best things, like of both worlds. She kept her job and she got her man, and she got a baby right away. I was like, oh,
Damn. Girl.
I
That
know.
damn mirror scene.
I got
didn't
so
even married.
confused. I was like, wait, that's her baby, or is that her sister's? Because her sister might have had twins.
No.
I was like, wait, what? It's like, well, I guess they do it once and you get pregnant. So
That
Right.
one
Also-
fucking got her pregnant.
They were fucking since before.
Exactly. That's why you do the math and you're like, wait a minute, they're kind of close in age, but it's because of that scene in front of the mirror.
Mhm.
That one first time.
that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Like
So-
she
yeah.
did it the one time and boom.
Yeah, I think we
there.
all did it that one time in front of that mirror. I feel like I was in the room with them.
Oh my God, yes. That was so fun.
That was really
That
intimate.
It was hot.
That was
Yes.
really, really intimate.
Also, I do love, and I knew it was coming, where Julie Andrews' voice changes into Nicola's voice. I was
yes.
oh man, I kind of like that. I'm gonna miss Julie Andrews.
Yeah.
But I was just like, it kind of has to happen. But also, now that we know, or that everyone knows who Lady Whistledown is, like, is it gonna be as exciting, with the drama and the gossip?
I mean, we're going to Scotland now, so
That's true.
I mean, she still knows the dirt. That doesn't change
Yeah.
anything.
That's
I
very
think she's
true.
definitely gonna keep writing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
She's not dropping that pen. The Queen loves it. I love the Queen's interaction and her like trying to figure out who it was and her wanting to be in power.
If it weren't for Lady Danbury, though, because when
Right.
they're playing chess, and she was basically like, "What's the fun in winning right
Yeah.
away?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it weren't for that, I think the Queen would have been out for blood. Like
Yeah.
she
Mhm.
would have beheaded Penelope.
So what's wrong with a little bit of gossip?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
fun.
See,
Literally.
exactly. Lady Danbury for the save, because
Yeah.
I really think like if she hadn't had just put that little nugget in her ear,
Yeah.
like
And
she
that-
was out for blood.
And that one
Yeah.
scene where Penelope reveals herself as Lady Whistledown, and her sister kind of saves the day by
The
saying,
butterflies?
"Yeah, release the buds now." I
The
thought that was
bugs.
the buds.
I was like, a buzz.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was really wholesome. I love that moment. That
Yeah,
was
that
really
was nice.
nice. Yeah.
Listen, what was
I
Lady
love-
Danbury when she
I
said,
love-
"Oh, I knew it was you."
Yes,
You knew
that's
really?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I feel like that character Danbury, she is like, I want to say like a motherly point of view from the whole show. Like she's seen everyone from here, including the Queen, throughout the whole show. She's seen basically the game being played around, and every time she speaks, it's like wisdom.
Mhm.
So it was just so nice because I had a strong feeling that she was probably gonna know who it was. I think by the second episode of part 2, I was like, she probably already knows
Yeah.
who it is, because she's seen it from up there. And
Wait until you see Queen of Charlotte, because
Oh,
you
I'm
will
excited.
fall more in love with
In love
Lady
with her.
Danbury.
Okay. So I really liked seeing her telling Penelope, like, I always knew, but why what am I gonna gain from ratting you out?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
and I wanted to talk about Cressida. I wanted to, dig into that journey of her, like at some point. I think at on season 3, at some point you're like, oh, maybe I like her and maybe I feel bad for her.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
at the end, it felt like, she's just who she's always been. A
She's
mean
just
girl.
selfish. Yeah.
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 Bitch, you
Also,
tried.
I think she's smarter than people gave her credit for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's not as dumb as she sounds.
Yeah.
So
Well, her
I
mom,
was a little
made her
surprised by that.
feel stupid
Like,
because she goes,
yeah.
"How are you gonna pretend to be her? You can't write like her."
Yeah.
And when she
Also,
asked,
like, she
okay, what have you written down? she said like not even a sentence or something like that, and she goes, "Oh my god, what
Yeah.
did you get yourself into?"
And she had like the worst parents.
Her
Oh my
father
god,
was a
yeah.
piece of shit.
Oh, the dad is
Jack him in the
terrible.
throat.
But the mom was
Fuck
also
yeah.
bad
But the
because
mom is still so bad because she won't speak up for her
she's like,
kid.
right,
Yeah.
the enabler.
But
Women back
again,
then,
women
no
didn't have
voice.
power. I think that's what
Exactly
this whole
true.
season was
That's
about.
true.
Is like
Yeah.
women didn't have a voice. They had to go along with what their husbands did, like Lady Featherington.
Mhm,
You
mhm.
know?
Yep.
Which reminds me, they never really tell us what happened with her having to produce an heir. Well, I mean, I guess they did in the end, but remember that man who kept coming by,
The solicitor.
the
lawyer?
solicitor? Yeah, but I guess not important now that they
I
all
think
have a fucking kid, a son.
Yeah, I mean that I think was what from like last season,
Yeah.
right? Like even the first season, like it's sort of been like carrying over with that, and I
Yeah.
feel like I've just sort of forgotten that storyline.
I
Mhm.
forgot that
forgot about
storyline
that.
because what happened to Mr.
Yeah.
Featherington? Did he run away or did he die? I can't remember.
I can't
Well,
remember.
a mom,
Ask
plot
Monica, she knows.
twist. Yes, the mom, which again, don't know her name, Miss Featherington, head mama. She basically tricked him because remember his jewels were never real,
Oh,
and that's
right,
how
right.
Colin found out because he broke one of them and said, "This is not real. You've been taking people's money." So Miss Featherington, I forgot it was like a big ball. I remember it was like fireworks and whatnot, and she basically said like, if you don't run out of town, and I'm gonna rat you out for your jewels being whatever. Like she just major plot twist where she basically was gonna say like, if you don't do this, I'm gonna fucking screw you over. And I forged your signature so that the first male heir will be Mr. like run the whole
Yeah.
household for Featherington, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It was one of those where like she did him dirty, where he was like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna run away together, you and I," because remember she was kind of flirting with him, and I
Mhm.
think he even said like, "Damn, you did pretty good. Like you played me well." Like you're shocked, and he's like, "Well, also fuck you, because now I gotta leave." But yeah, she's actually very smart. Like the mama, she's a little plot twister girl, but she got it down packed. She's like, I gotta write out for my family. Fuck you, man. Bye.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Tracy, you wanted
So
you
good.
wanted to say something just now? Oh,
I
I
think
don't know
that's
why.
just sort of like this ongoing theme is, these women are a lot smarter than people give them credit for in society. So it happens a lot behind the scenes,
Mhm.
like all these dealings and everything. But
Yes.
I was gonna say, guys, do you remember the scene where Colin is upset with Penelope and they've already moved into their place? I don't know if you guys remember that he was in on her, and there was this shot where it showed her like chest, breasts, and it goes up to her face, and he looks at her like it was a potential sex scene, and we were robbed. In other words, I don't know if you guys remember that, but
yeah,
I remember seeing that, and I'm like, but he gets upset because he tells her something, closes the door because remember he was sleeping on the couch. He's like, "Oh, you can take the room, and I'll sleep on the couch." But
he
he
said I
opens
wanted
the
to get a
door.
blanket for the settee.
Yeah, tu
Oh,
sabes. But the second he opens the door, he's like, and the camera perfectly shows her shoulder going up to her chest and her
We have the
face.
fire, and it's like the right lighting,
Yes!
and she's, because
Oh.
that's the thing too.
Um.
These women are so covered up that it's like to show
I'm like,
your
Colin.
arm. That's like fucking scandalous.
Yes,
You
like
know,
your
so
wife.
I know, but he was
Colin,
But
he's
mad at
wait.
being a
her.
pussy. He's being
Wait, did
Yeah.
you
pussy
did
as
you
a
guys
bitch.
see the TikTok I sent you?
But
That is like every
Penelope's
time I
tits.
see, and she's like,
Yes.
it's like her breathing is so intense that her
Yes.
boobs are going like this.
Her tits are like up to her chin.
Yeah, they didn't need push-up bras. Like,
No.
just
No. She
they're up
said
Well,
there
because
in
they
those
pajamas.
corsets.
those
No.
corsets were like so
pushing
It's
everything
pushed and
together and up.
pushed.
Bah!
Yeah.
You can motorboat yourself.
Talk about the lesbian show. Like this next season is gonna be all about lesbians.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I said
If it goes
last
that
time.
route, yeah.
I'm ready for the gay stories. You know,
I think we're about
go.
to get it.
I'm ready for
Yeah.
fish on fish.
Good.
Ay, Dios mío, Giovanni. Pero por qué? Why will you do that to us?
You ruined it.
You know what I'm gonna say now? Season 4, fish and fish. I'm gonna be like fucking Giovanni.
Here we go.
Hey, I had tuna fish for lunch today. It's okay.
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
want to see a season with Violet, the Mama Bridgerton.
I know,
She
I want her to
needs
I
get
would
to,
like her to
yeah,
shine.
she's gonna get her pussy
She-
ate and suck
she
dick next season.
deserves-
It's gonna happen.
Well, like
Yep,
what I was gonna
yep.
say is like we have so many open stories now. Like we have Eloise, we have Francesca. Even if you don't know that Francesca's gonna be a lesbian, I mean, that Francesca is a lesbian now that it's going to be.
Yep.
Even if you don't know that, the moment that they kissed at the wedding and you see her face, you're like, oh, she's not happy about that, you know? So that lets that open. Eloise is open. We have their mom with a love story that's about to start, you know? So I'm really excited to see what they're going to bring for the next season, you know? Because it's a lot to tell.
They got content.
I
got it.
love when they have so much to tell us, and I actually really like that they're on time with their seasons. I don't have to wait like 5 years
Oh my
to get
God,
it.
Well,
So
the writer's strike, I think there was a delay, right? Wasn't there?
yeah, yes, but still, like, it's one of those shows that I'm sure next year we'll get it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The people are demanding it.
Well, they're
I don't know
supposed to have 8 seasons.
Oh wow.
They're
Okay.
signed up for
Technically,
8.
technically because it's supposed to be like one for each kid.
Yeah.
It
It goes all the way into the baby.
After Eloise, I don't give a fuck about them fucking kids. Like, fuck them
So
kids.
I don't know if you've
Too
I don't care
seen
about Hyacinth. I know.
Fuck them
the
kids.
the sister that's younger than
Francesca.
the Francesca. She I don't know if you guys follow her on TikTok or Instagram,
She's huge on TikTok.
because she posts so much of the cast dancing all the time. They're doing TikToks together, and I
Yeah.
was like, do you guys ever film? Because
Ooh,
Are you
Eloise
guys?
breaking it down.
Are you filming
What's her
season
name?
4? Let's
She's
go.
so
Get
good.
some. Get to
Well,
work.
we know in between takes, like all this,
Yeah.
doing the
they
lighting
have
and
a
the
lot
adjusting.
of downtime.
Exactly. So it's like,
Tracey,
what
whose
do
side
you
are you
do?
on?
Yeah, you need to be on our side. Also, let me tell you,
We've been on set before. We should know this.
that's true.
All the
But they
movies that we've done, we know better.
Yes.
But they have time for
Exactly.
like to learn choreography. I'm like, did you guys like do this on the weekend, like on your actual time off?
Well,
Because
there's a lot, like just there is a lot of downtime. But also, yeah, I see how my girl Eloise be getting down.
Right?
She's
a
the
good little
best
You know
She's
dancer.
a dancer.
I don't know if you
Move.
know this, Joe, because I sent it to you and you don't fucking reply to me.
What do you mean? You
I
sent
sent
it
it
to
to
me?
you. Yeah, through
Of Eloise
TikTok.
dancing?
Yes.
Oh, I have to check. I'm pretty sure it did.
He was too busy watching alligator horror movies.
Probably.
Hey, don't knock
He
it.
was watching,
Don't knock it till you try it.
he was
Oh.
watching Kinds of Kindness.
Ah, my
Wow.
gosh.
Ha 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 ha.
Watching the trailer for the 10th time because he couldn't
Yeah.
By the
remember
way,
if
is
he'd
that movie
seen it
out yet?
already.
I don't know. I don't.
You know what comes out this Friday? A Quiet Place.
Oh,
Yes.
day 1 or whatever,
Day
right?
1.
I do want to see that.
I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm gonna go to the movies this weekend. It's done.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And
Wow.
what else, guys?
I think that's it on my end. I've had
Well,
enough-
yeah, excited for next season.
I've had
So,
enough
Well,
season.
so
I got
had
one
enough
for you.
orgasms. What?
yeah, more orgasm.
Gia gentle reader. Or better yet, dear gentle listener. For my people listening in.
Tell us.
Ooh, Julie Andrews, I'm a Missy homegirl.
Yeah.
Take
She's
it,
a-
Penelope. Take it.
She's a
Yeah.
real one.
Also,
Yeah.
okay, so like, do we all give it a thumbs up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Or
Do you
if
want
you're
my
calling,
fun fact?
or if you're calling, you give fingers up. Or like
Maybe
this.
2?
Maybe 3. I don't
Ay,
know.
Dios
I
mío,
mean,
yo
listen.
Oh, do you guys want my fun facts?
Yes, but
Oh.
first we always do the thumbs up, no? Or we do
No.
fun facts first?
We
Fun
don't
No.
facts
fucking
first.
do anything in order.
Okay, so let's hear the fun facts.
Okay.
I'm excited. I wasn't sure you were gonna have Trace because we did ask for fun facts like 3 weeks ago for the same show.
I have
So-
more. Yeah, I have more.
Okay. Oh yay.
Okay, wait. So going off of what Monica was saying about the books, which the author is Julia Quinn. So if you want to check her out, she's got quite a few. Obviously all of them with the kids, and then there's a bunch with like Violet and whatever. But technically, Benedict is the 3rd book. Penelope and Colin is the 4th book. But they really
boy.
wanted to sort of like wrap up Penelope and Colin's love story. Like they felt like they've sort of built this friendship, so they wanted to sort of be like, okay, we need to just focus on that. So
I love
Okay.
that. Don't leave me hanging. Give me the shit.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep,
we'll
yep.
see. Do you want to know what Benedict's story is supposed to be in the books?
Wait.
I think I have an idea.
Is it going to like? Is this
I would
spoiling
love to
anything?
know.
I
He
don't
meets
mean,
someone on a ball.
just because it's in the book, it doesn't mean that that's what they're going to do in the show. Because
Okay,
look
go
at what they
for it,
did to
Tracy.
Francesca, is that she's supposed to
Facts.
meet and marry this guy Michael,
Yeah.
but now it's a woman.
All right,
So-
Tracy, tell us. Yeah.
So with Benedict, what happens is that he does meet this girl at a ball, and she's the daughter of an earl, but she's sort of treated like Cinderella by her like mom or stepmom or whatever. But anyway, so he's supposed to end up with a woman. Benedict.
Yep. We shall see.
Boring.
We'll see. Oh,
Stay tuned.
that's it. They meet at Lady Bridgerton's masquerade ball, which Eloise mentions when she's saying goodbye to Benedict in that finale.
Yes, she says I'll be back for that
Next
because
year,
my
'cause-
mom would kill me if I missed it. Yes.
Exactly. So I'm wondering if that's where they're going to pick it up, that it's been a year. She's been in Scotland. They come back for the masquerade ball.
Mm.
And Eloise in the books is supposed to be with.
Don't say
Marina
anything.
Tom-
Don't say anything. 'Cause Giovanni
Too
doesn't want
much. Okay, real quick. So the Cowpers home, Cressida, especially like one of the rooms that they're in, it's very period accurate. So all of like the furniture and like how everything's set up, because some of them I feel like they could take a little
Yeah.
bit of licensing.
Yeah,
but
like her
their
place
space-
feels like darker, less bright.
Mhm.
And I was thinking that too because I feel like back then everything was like dark and dirty.
Yes, and also they do that on purpose because they want it to feel very masculine, foreboding, and oppressive. And then having Cressida, she's wearing a lot of pinks, and to make it seem sort of like she was a caged bird.
Wow, beautiful.
Okay.
I thought of you, Trace, when because last time we reviewed this show, you were talking to us about like the themes of each season, and this theme was butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
When they released the butterflies in the last episode, I was like, yes, that's what Tracy had told us about the themes of third season. It was butterflies.
Right. Because also I think that encapsulates Penelope too, is that she sort of started out as a caterpillar.
Yeah.
And now she's a butterfly, and she can sort of spread her wings.
Love
and
that.
Be herself. Poetic. Lady Danbury, wears jewelry that makes references to the actress's heritage. So I'm probably going to butcher her name. I am so sorry. Adoja Ando. So in one of the episodes, I actually didn't look, I don't know what it is, but it's called an adinkra. Adinkra. I don't know if it's like a necklace or a headpiece, but it's a symbol that means to go and come back in Guyanian. So she is from Ghana.
I love that.
And it's very specific to her grandmother. So it's kind of nice.
Oh, that is cute.
Francesca's piano that she plays is actually an original 17th century piano and had to be tuned every time it was played.
Every time.
Damn.
That's pretty cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's really,
good,
really cool.
Roughly 45,000 yards of fabric were used to make all of the costumes across the 8 episodes of the season.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
45,000 yards.
That's so much. They couldn't use them from season 1?
I mean, when you think about it, I don't know if anybody repeats outfits.
That's what I was thinking. I would say that probably everyone had a new, because I know that the main characters wouldn't repeat, but like the background work, the extras, I was like, I would be like, just give them one from season 1.
Right. But you have people who are like with a magnifying glass watching that shit.
That's true.
That's true.
So,
yeah.
Damn. That's wild.
The actors actually eat and drink during filming. So the crew makes gallons of tea that they can sip and enjoy. And they make biscuits for them or cookies. So they actually have the Madeleines and lavender and rose biscuits. So they can
yummy.
That's so cute.
That sounds so good.
That's nice.
And then when we were mentioning this whole story with Michaela and the showrunner, let me see, what's her name? Jess Brownell. So she said that the reason that she wanted to do this gender swap, she felt it was really important, and that, quote, I didn't want to just insert a queer character for queer character's sake. I want to tell a story that accurately reflects a queer experience. And the first time I read Francesca's book, I really identified with it as a queer woman.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then last but not least, so in the finale, when we see the cover of the Lady Whistledown column, you can see that the silhouette has changed to look more like Penelope as she's no longer hiding her identity.
I
gotta
did not
rewatch.
catch that.
Yeah, I have to
rewatch
that part.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she signs Penelope Bridgerton.
Right. So
Yeah.
I mean, like if you look at the seal where the face was, the silhouette, it's now it closely resembles Penelope now. So
that's so
yes,
cute.
queen.
Yeah,
claim your name. Claim that title, baby. Love that.
That's
Okay.
it.
Think about Cressida with the remember, like with the
thank you, Tracey. That was fun.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Her giant shoulders.
Cressida, yeah, like I feel like personally would do that to take away from her beauty. She's a beautiful girl, so I think they needed to portray her. Like she has some weird funky shit on her head. She had all that poof puff puff going on her shoulders. So I'm just like, damn, why are they doing this to my poor girl Cressida?
I sort of feel like it resembles an armor, though.
Right? Or like, yeah, I was like, what's the shadowing on this?
Really tough too, because she's the only one looking out for herself. I mean, she basically tries to throw herself to the lions and say, "Oh, I'm Lady Whistledown," knowing that bad things are going to happen to her. I mean, she's trying to get out of this marriage to that old fart, but but it's like she's her own soldier, her own warrior. She's the only one fighting for herself. So I kind of feel like her costume symbolized that a little bit.
Yeah, because I'm like, damn, girl, they got you wearing something. You a clown right now with all this jumbo wumbo on you.
I feel bad for her. I've just felt bad for her.
I felt bad for her, but then at the end, I was like,
with the blackmailing.
Yeah, I was
That was a
like,
little
girl,
much.
Yeah.
you know
Also,
better.
desperate
Well,
times call for desperate measures.
right. She
She
needed to get
Yeah.
out of
didn't
there.
want to move
So
with her bitch aunt. She didn't want to
Yep.
marry some old guy with a saggy scrotum.
Oh God.
Like, I'm sorry, but
I
It's
would do the
true though.
same. I'd do everything I could.
I would
I think,
blackmail someone too.
yeah, but I think she could have approached it in a different way, but that's not who her character is. You know, like it's,
Yeah,
you know, she could have been like, listen,
right.
help me
Help
write
her
this
sister
because I need
out.
money.
Yeah,
Yeah, I need money and I'll take the blame if you want me to. But
right.
I need money because I don't want to marry this old fart. Like, no. So, but
Yep.
Cressida's not like that. Cressida's, you know, fucking coping with the trauma at home all the time.
Right. I think she's so used to
Literally.
having to be on the defense that
Yeah.
that's just how she approaches every situation. Is like people are out to get her. So
I really like that we saw her parents, you know, and to understand why she is the way
she
that,
is the way
because we
she
had
is.
seen the mom and a little bit maybe of the dad, but to see
Right.
the way that those parents were treating this poor girl. And also,
Mhm.
like, what is this pressure? Like, she's like 12 still, you know? My God.
Um,
You're 12 and you don't have a child yet?
Oh my
Girl,
God. You
what is he
bled
waiting for?
yesterday. How are you not pregnant?
Oh, she bled. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
Baby maker,
literally.
baby maker.
basically, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I could never
Well,
last
I
back
give
then.
it 2 thumbs up.
It was good.
I'll give it a
I
thumbs
don't
up.
know. I mean, I was kind of bummed that it was such a happy ending and it's like she got the best of both worlds. Because I had predicted, I was like, they're not going to get married.
Then I
Colin's never going to
yeah.
But
forgive her.
wait, Tracey, you know what I was thinking? Because I was like, oh, okay. You know, I was like, okay, I'm not mad. But I was also thinking, damn, Giovanni, Tracey, and I are bitter bitches. Because
Yeah, exactly. That's
the
the thing.
three of us were like, yeah, that ain't gonna work out. That was like our first
I
thought, you
said that's not
know?
gonna work out.
Yes, I
Yeah.
need the drama. I'm tired of
Yeah.
everybody getting, oh, like everything is great. We're in
Stop
love.
getting
But
along.
Exactly. I need
Remember,
I
he
need the
fingered
heartbreak.
her.
Right.
He fucked her over already by going up her between her legs. So like he's like, I'm stuck with your ass anyways. I took away your, your virtue, your innocence. So he's like,
It
oh
also kind of shitty though, because it's like,
yeah.
oh, well, I guess I have to marry you. And it's like, but you said that you loved this girl and also
Yeah.
you've known her forever. I think he was a little butthurt
He was
because
a little bitch.
he thought he knew her. I think that was his thing too. He thought that he knew her
Yeah.
and she had one over on him of like, I have this huge secret. And it was like, but I thought I knew everything about you. Like you were writing me
Mhm.
letters and we're neighbors. I should know everything. And he
Mhm.
didn't. And he was being a little bitch about it.
And jealous that she was
It
such a good
was.
writer and he wants to
Exactly.
strive and be able to write too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But, you
The
know,
ego.
I didn't mind the ending because I also felt like, oh, there's like I want to see where Francesca's story is going.
Oh no, that was good. I'm
You
just
know,
saying
I
Colin and
didn't
Penelope. But I'm
I
happy
did
for her.
yeah. I didn't feel like it was like left for me to be like, oh yeah, bye, chapter done. You know, now I'm like,
No.
oh, I want to know. And I kind of like it when they leave me like that, wanting to know.
A little question mark.
Hmm
Not
Yeah,
a big one, a little one.
a little one. Yeah.
She was
But I
just
also
little.
feel like Penelope has been through so much. She deserved a happy ending.
No, 1,000%. I
Yeah.
am happy for her. It's
Yeah.
just that like I'm a bitter bitch.
Me too. Me too. The three of us were expecting the worst of the worst. We're like,
I was expecting the
he's not
worst.
gonna accept her, you know, and blah blah,
Yeah.
and Eloise is gonna be game over, you know. I don't know.
I mean,
But
I mean, I knew just because of the books. I'm like, no, like, yes, like the books say he's gonna be really upset. Oh my god, but he ends up still marrying her, and they live happily ever after. And again, it's Bridgerton, so like every season so far, they go through, through their trials and obstacles. but at the end of the shows, they are happy go lucky. Like, I found my true love, and Violet the mom, that's what she wants for her kids. Because I had that with
Yeah.
your father, you know? So, like, kind of how it's going. So I kind of want to
Yeah.
see maybe with Nick or maybe Eloise, who know, a little, little plot twist, or maybe even Francesca, where they don't get that
Yeah.
happy ending.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll
'Cause so far it's been
see.
like that.
I'm
We will see.
excited. ... Literally.
Continued.
Well, I loved the fun facts this week too.
Yeah.
Like extra. Yeah.
Thanks to Zelda.
Sprinkling
really
of something
different.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
thanks,
was good.
thanks for joining us, Monica.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Monica,
course.
where
Thank you for having me.
where can people find you if they wanted to know about you? On Instagram? Do you want to share your Instagram? You don't have to accept them.
Yes, that is true, because I am private, bitches.
Yeah.
So you can follow me. It is Monica Guerrero __. Again, you can follow me, but am I going to accept? That's another question mark. Stay
That's
tuned.
true. Yeah.
Not a big
I
one, a
love it.
little one, but
But
still.
thank you for joining us today, and thank you for all the good insights. I told you guys, I was like, oh, girl, you know way more than I do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, that's good. You definitely, I appreciate the fact that you were like, oh, this thing that happened in the first season has left
I
my brain.
forgot.
So thank
Yeah, I
you for
don't
the
remember.
refreshers.
I got you.
Appreciate it.
That's me. I was like, oh, this is my shot. I'm telling you, that's why, like, your next assignment would be Queen Charlotte, just because
We're
it would
gonna have
make
to
it's like
watch
a
it.
missile piece. It's like the missing piece for like Lady Danbury's side.
Story.
And finally,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's exciting. Well, everyone, you heard what Monica said. Once you finish listening to this episode, you have Queen Charlotte to watch on Netflix. Thank you for listening. Thank you for judging with us today. Also, again, we can't say shit about these fucking actors because they are all good. They are all good.
So good.
Nobody
Chef kiss.
sucks. Oh my God. And the costumes were great. The makeup is great. It's really well done, you
The
know,
music.
the music is good.
fun.
When they when Penelope and Colin are having sex and they're playing Point of View by Ariana Grande, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This is just beautiful. So yeah, we couldn't criticize other stuff because for us it was as perfect as we are. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. You guys want to say anything else?
No, thank you. Comment, like, subscribe, follow us. Or
Yes.
Tracey,
Monica,
thanks.
Yeah,
tell
I'm
your
just very
friends and
simple.
tell
Thank
your
you.
enemies.
Thanks.
Yes.
Come back next
Thank
week.
you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bitches.